Hare Krishna. Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Radha Daviha Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradhari Jaya Gopi Jana Yashodanandana Braja Jana Ranjana Yashodanandana Braja Jana Ranjana Yashodanandana Braja Jana Ranjana Yashodanand Yamunatira Vanachari Yamunatira Vanachari Yamunatira Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jai గట్టిగా పాడాలి అందరూ పాడాలి కుంజ బిహార్ Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradhari Jaya Gopi Jana Yashodanandana Braja Jana Ranjana Yashodanandana Braja Jana Ranjana Yashodanandana Jana Ranjana Yashodanandana Braja Jana Ranjana Yamunatira Vanachari Yamuna Vanachari Yamunatira Vanachari Yamunatira Nachari Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 प्यार से बोलो सब लोग Krishna Krishna Hare Rama Hare Rama Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Bolo Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Krishna, 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 Hare Hare Ram, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Jaya Prabhupada. Harinam Sankirtan ki Jai Vishnupada Paramahamsa Parivraj Kacharya Ashtotra Mat Divine Grace AC Bhakti Vedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki Jai Jai Vishnupada Paramahamsa Parivraj Kacharya Ashtotra Shata Shri Shrima Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Maharaj Prabhupada ki Jai Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. All glories to assembled devotees. All glories to assembled devotees. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Okay. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Okay, so today we are going to do Srimad Bhagavatam, 4th canto, 30th chapter, and shloka number 47. Everybody please repeat. Tatra vashishthaye vriksha. Tatra vashishthaye vriksha. Bhita duhitaram tada. Bhita duhitaram tada. Ujjahraste prachetobhya. Ujjahraste prachetobhya. Upadishta swayambhuva. Upadishta swayambhuva. Tatra vashishthaye vriksha. Bhita duhitaram tada. Ujjahraste prachetobhya. Upadishta swayambhuva. Okay, somebody? Tatra vasishtaye vriksha. Bhita duhitaram tada. Ujjahraste pratot. Tatra vasishtaye vriksha. Bhita duhitaram tada. Ujjahraste prachetobhya. Upadishta swayambhuva. Any Matajis? Tatra vasishtaye vriksha. Duhitaram tada. Jahraste prachetobhya. Upadishta swayambhuva. Tatra vashishtha e vriksha. Bhita duhitaram tada. Jahraste prachetobhya. Upadishta swayambhuva. Okay, so word to word. Everybody repeat. Tatra, there, avashishta, remaining. Ye, which, vrikshaha, trees, bhitaha, being afraid, duhitaram, their daughter, tada, at that time, ujjahuru, delivered, te, they, prachetobhyaha, unto the Pracetas, Upadishta, being advised, Swayambhuva, by Lord Brahma. Okay, translation and purport by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki. Translation, the remaining trees being very much afraid of the Pracetas, immediately delivered their daughter at the advice of Lord Brahma. Purport, the daughter of the trees is referred to in the text 13 of this chapter. This daughter was born of Kandu and Pramlocha, the society girl Pramlocha. After giving birth to the child, the society girl Pramlocha, after giving birth to the child, immediately left for the heavenly kingdom. While the child was crying, the king of the moon took compassion upon her and saved her by putting his finger into her mouth. This child was cared for by the trees. And when she grew up, by the order of Lord Brahma, she was delivered to the Pracetas as their wife. The name of the girl was Marisha, as the next verse will explain. It was the predominating deity of the trees that delivered the daughter. In this connection, Srila Jiva Goswami Prabhupada states, Vrikshatat adhisthatra devataha. The trees means the controlling deity of the trees. In Vedic literature, we find that there is a controlling deity of the water. Similarly, there is a controlling deity of the trees. The Pracetas were engaged in burning all the trees to ashes, and they considered the trees their enemies. To pacify the Pracetas, the predominating deity of the trees, under the advice of Lord Brahma, delivered the daughter Marisha. Okay. Om Ajnana Timirandasya Jnana Anjana Shalakaya Chakshurmiritam Jena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Nama Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Presthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine. After this, what we chant? Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Okay, so this is 4th canto, 30th chapter, 47 shloka. Tatra Vashishtaye Vriksha Bhita Duhitaram Tada Ujahruste Prachetobhya Upadishta Swayambhuva. Okay. The remaining trees, being very much afraid of the Pracetas, immediately delivered their daughter at the advice of Lord Brahma. So, we have been hearing about Pracetas, very great devotees. So, they did tapasya, as everybody knows here, most of you, under the water. We cannot live under the water, right? But they did it. They have some special power. And they did for many years, and then Lord Vishnu is happy with that, and he comes. Okay, Tathastu, happy with you. And then Lord Vishnu tells Pracetas, okay, fine, everything looks good. Now you go back to your kingdom and rule the kingdom. Okay, rule the kingdom. Because your father is not there in the kingdom. When there is no king, then it's difficult time, right? Just imagine we don't have Modi here. Then it's problem for us. So similarly, king is very important. So immediately you have to go back and you have to start ruling the kingdom. Okay, fine. That's nice. We'll go back. And they came out of the water, like, just imagine somebody is in the water and then they come out of water. Like sci-fi movie. So they came out and they saw something very strange. What did they see? They saw that the whole land is covered by trees. So where will I get the food now? Where will the Praja get food? So it's not good, right? That everywhere it is covered by trees and there is no land for cultivation. So that is not dharma, that is adharma. So we have to look from dharmic point of view, everything. So immediately they got angry. In the previous shlokas, that was the scene, They got angry, and then the mood was that despite the fact that they are devotees, they got angry. And then they wanted to burn all the trees. Okay, that is what and then, is it good to burn all the trees? No, right? Okay, some land is needed for us, but not all the land is required. Okay, so we can take some land, we can let the trees grow. That is dharma. That is dharma. All the land occupied by trees is also a dharma. It's not the proper way. And burning all the trees is also not dharma. So you have to make a balance. Dharma means maintaining balance in the society. So immediately they wanted to know. Like very nice example, Shiva opens his mouth during Tandava. Who said Tandava? Somebody said, right? Tandava. Shiva is dancing with full anger. And then the fire is coming out for destroying everything. But the good part is that burning is also needed sometimes. Right? Because something new will come out of it. After that, creation also will happen. So it is dharma. So, in the same way like Shiva, who got angry and who got fire from his mouth and he wanted to destroy, Pracetas felt the same anger. And then they wanted to burn everything. And then immediately who comes? Diplomacy. Sometimes some fighting is like Ukraine and like we have Russia. Somebody has to go in the middle and stop the war. So here also one side trees are there and they are like going to get burned. And one side, Pracetas are very angry. And then they wanted to burn all the trees. But somehow who comes in the middle? Who comes? Can you guess? Who comes? Brahmaji comes. Because Brahmaji's duty is like that only. You see everywhere, whenever there is problem, he will only try to come in the middle. Somebody will go to him, oh my God, Lord, please protect us. Okay, don't worry, I do something. Brahma's duty is like that, maintaining balance. So similarly, you can see so many stories. All the time some problem is there. Shishi Gaunitai ki jai. Shishi Radha Madan Mohan ki jai. Shishi Jagannath Baldev Subhadra Mai ki jai. Okay. So Brahmaji comes. Okay, that's getting interesting now. Brahmaji comes and says, okay, fine. Relax now. Don't have to burn everything. You just take whatever is needed. And Pracetas are also okay with that. No problem. They became little relaxed. And then see, first thing what happened? Anger, emotion. Everybody follow, okay? Emotion was there. And then followed by some diplomacy. Sometimes, mediation is required. Some problem is there, somebody has to come in the middle. And then finally, okay, in Mahabharata also there was a big mediation by Krishna. Krishna wanted to stop the war. And what he did, he went as a ambassador, as a duta in between Pandavas and Kauravas and wanted to settle off 5 villages, stop it. Duryodhana said, not even a tip of land I'll not give. Chalo, get lost from me. Okay, you cannot say that to Krishna actually. Now, when sometimes some people ask, why did Krishna let the whole fight happen? He could have stopped it, right? How many of you say, yes, he could have stopped it? Raise your hands. Nobody want to say yes? What is this? You don't believe in Krishna? You don't have faith? Krishna can do anything. You forgot the point. It's will, he can do anything. You have to have faith in that. But Krishna wanted a fight to happen. But the question is, why did Krishna wanted everybody to die? This is a big question. I want somebody to answer this question. It's there in Prabhupada books. It's there in Bhagavad Gita, first chapter. Prabhupada writes in a purport. Can somebody guess? Why did Krishna let all the people die? He could have managed some other way. Why? So you can answer so many ways, but Prabhupada made one. I would not say anything wrong. Unwanted population. Yeah, good answer. To maintain population. Now India has so much population. What do we do with the population? Unwanted. I think most of that is unwanted only. We don't follow Dharma, then we become unwanted. We follow Dharma, then we become wanted by Krishna. Of course, Krishna will love anytime. Yesterday I was hearing one lecture, short lecture by our Chaitanya Charan Prabhu, and he was telling Krishna will love you at any time. He would never let you go. Even if you become criminal, he will not. So loving person. Now what was the question? Why did Krishna let the fight happen? Why so many people had to die? The question. Prabhupada writes in one purport. Any answer from your side? Any answer? Prabhu's answer is right. But Prabhupada writes one nice answer to that, You have to listen to this. The answer is Krishna wanted to take revenge. Paga. Badla. Prabhupada writes, Krishna don't want to let anybody survive. Krishna says, I would accept my insult. My insult I can accept. But if you insult my devotee, chodunga nahi. Piche pad jaunga. I'll chase you. I'll finish you off. Krishna's emotion for devotee is so deep. He will not let you, So be a friend of Krishna so that you are safe. Rake Krishna, Mare Krishna. Nobody can protect you if Krishna chases you. So Prabhupada writes 1.32. Go back and check purport. Prabhupada writes that Krishna wanted to finish everybody. And Krishna wanted that Pandavas should finish. How interesting is that? Now you may ask, how can Krishna get so much anger? Anger is something which we get, right? Our condition. So what is the difference between our anger and Krishna's anger? Can you guess? Try to think about this. What is the difference? I also get angry sometimes. Krishna also getting angry. What is the difference between me and Krishna? Any answer? Leela. Okay, that's true. Okay. Leela, but the thing is that, see, I told the emotion behind it. Sometimes anger comes out of your love also. Sometimes anger comes out of envy, greed. Our anger comes from what? Envy, greed. We hate somebody. And then anger comes out. But Krishna's anger is coming out of his deep sense of attachment to his devotees. His love is so deep that he cannot. Will chase you. Durvasa Muni also happened same, right? If you touch his devotee, then he will not leave. Krishna says, I will ask, okay, for me, if you insult, it's okay for me. So, now the thing is, sometimes somebody may say, I love somebody, that's why I'm getting angry. You may say that also, right? You may say that it's not envy, Prabhu. I also love somebody, that's why I got angry. Now, what is the answer for that? You may say that argument, but what is the value of your anger? Can you protect the person on? Krishna protected, When Krishna gets angry, the other party is gone. You cannot do that. We don't have that capacity. Krishna, that's why Yatra Yogeshwara Krishna, Tatra Partha Dhanurdhara. Vijaya is Nishchita. Krishna's. So what is the situation now? Now, as I said, today's, I made some points. So, violence is sometimes needed. Here also some violence is there. The trees have to be cut. Somebody attacks us. Do you think we should become violent? Attacks us to kill us? Makes sense, right? We have to protect our. That is Dharma. If you don't protect yourself, then you don't follow Dharma. Dharma means like that. Dharma means sometimes violence is needed. Okay, so a little bit of, like, see, Pracetas were dharmic actually. They wanted to burn the trees because it is dharma to have some land for cultivation. But we should be careful. Sometimes devotees may become angry, but we should be very careful that anger should not cross that gap, that line, Because here also dharmic, but if you burn a little bit more than what is needed, then it becomes adharma. Adharma it is. Adharma, see, I will ask you one question. What is dharma if you define in simple words? Dharma means what? If you go deep, then you will understand what is dharma. What is dharma? Can somebody answer some questions? What Krishna accepts is dharma. Okay, nice. That is nice. I like that answer. But go more. Anything else? Dharma means? Any answers? Yes. Okay, complication. That is dharma. Nice. That is also good. Okay, fine. Prabhu? Yes, Lord's plan. This is very nice. I like this answer also. Actually, it is Krishna's will. That is Krishna's plan. You also said the same. It's Krishna's desire. It is Krishna's motivation behind everything. Why dharma is required? For example, we are living in this planet Earth and we are all humans and Krishna has made some dharma, it is his will. What is the need of dharma? Like, somebody has to speak truth. We should not harm others. Satyam, Shaucham, Daya, Tapaha. These are the 4 pillars of dharma, right? Now, why we need this dharma on a practical sense? Why we need? We know there are good rules and they have to be maintained because Krishna's will. But ultimately, on practical level, how does dharma help us? Next question. How does dharma help us? Any answer? Practical level. We are all practicing devotion, right? Now, by following dharma, what is that special thing that we get which is very essential for us? Can you guess? Krishna will be happy. Ultimately, Dharma svanustita pumsam ishvaksenu katasuya notpad yadi ratim. We have to get attached. But the practical level, what is the need for dharma? Balance in the society is why needed. Why people have to follow dharma? Why they have to be non-violent? Why they have to be no intoxic? What is that 4 regulative principles which we follow? Which are the no meat eating, no gambling, no intoxication, no illicit sex. Why these are required? If we don't follow them, can't we do devotion? Yeah, chaos. Why it is? Yes, actually the answer is right. See, These things are needed so that our mind is relaxed, peace. We need some peace so that we can chant. If you are intoxicating, if you are violent, if you are angry, if you are untruthful, then how your mind is like a khichdi? Is it not? You cannot chant. That's why as soon as somebody comes into Iskcon, what do we tell? Bhai, aage andar. Case. Now, immediately we tell 4 regs. Okay, immediately we tell them. Because they have an intention to come inside and experience Krishna consciousness. And what is favorable? First things, 4 regs are favorable. If you don't follow, then your mind is gone. Already minds are gone. So immediately the mind will be relaxed. We will feel human. Prabhupada said, if you don't read Bhagavad Gita, that means your human life has not started. So 4 regs are needed. Why 4 regs are needed? So that our minds become little calm. We get some understanding. We become. So this is the point. So dharma is required so that we. Krishna says, Dharmantu Sakshat. So who made the dharma? Krishna made the dharma. And why he made the dharma? Because it is his will. Krishna's desire. For example, some mobile is there. iPhone 15, what iPhone got released recently? People mad they became and went for buying. Somebody said that iPhone 16 or something got released. There was no need for iPhone 16, but they somehow made it again. Fantasized people and then, okay. The mobile has some purpose. Where is the purpose written? Where is the purpose written? In the manual. And what is the manual? Manual is the will of the person who manufactured. Right? So Krishna created everything. It's Krishna's will that you have to live like this. This has to be like this. So that we become okay. We follow the rules, then we become relaxed. Then we can chant Hare Krishna. Most of devotees, they say we cannot chant because we are not strict on this dharmic principle initially. We have to become serious. Then minds will become, okay, Prabhu, today I am feeling a little better. Yes. So that's why Prabhupada said, 4 regulative principles, chant Hare Krishna and go back to, see, simple. We don't question why 4 regs are required. Why 4 regs are not required. Not part of the devotion. Chanting, Harinam, Bhagavatam is, but these are favorable. That's why Prabhupada, somebody asked Prabhupada, Prabhupada, in Iskcon we are all what? We are all what? Vegetarians? We are all vegetarians. Prabhupada said, no, we are not vegetarians. Who are we? We are Krishnatarians. Sometimes we become very proud. Oh, we are vegetarians. That is not important. The important thing is what Krishna likes we have to do. Will of Krishna should work. If Krishna says tomorrow change the diet, what will you do? What will you do? Change the diet. That's it. You may have to eat something else. Prabhupada was asked by Kirtan and Introduction Swami. Kirtan and Prabhu, I think Gurudas Prabhu. They said that Russia, there is nothing to eat. We have to go and eat meat. Prabhupada said, go eat meat and preach. Dharma change, see? Dharma means Krishna's will. Ultimate dharma is Savai Pumsam Paro Dharma. So in Kali Yuga, you see the bull is there. Bhumi Devi is in the form of bull and she is standing. But how many legs are there? How many legs are there? She has only 1 leg. What is that leg? What is left over? Dharma? Satyam. Satyam is left. Other things are gone. She is just limping on 1 leg. It's very dangerous situation. We are all like that, you know. Most of the people, all the things are gone. Intoxication. Intoxication means mind is totally disturbed. You want to do yoga with that intoxicated body, you cannot do. Illicit sex. Illicit sex means purity is gone. And then what else is there? Meat eating means what is gone? Meat eating means what is gone? Mercy is gone. And if minds are so unmerciful, so intoxicated, there is no hope for devotion. There is no hope for any spiritual life. So we need to stand on the 4 legs. That's why we need 4 regulative principles. That's why dharma is required. So that is the point. So here also in this story, that's what is happening. Your Pracetas are there, and then Shiva is like, you know, example is there, Shiva. ordering everything. And then the dharma has to be maintained here. Now, dharma can be complex also. Following dharma is complex, right? It's not easy. Dharmasya tattvam nihitam guhaya mahajana ena gatasya pantaha. As I said, you need to understand dharma changes according to time, place, circumstance. As I said, he gave example of Prabhupada, giving instructions. Sometimes generally killing is not accepted, right? We don't want to kill anybody. But when somebody attacks us, that same dharma changes into kill that person. See, same principle. It's changing. All principles are subject to change. Even in that Asat Sabha, what happened? Everybody is sitting and Draupadi is insulted. And then they are confused. What to do now? Confusion. What is dharma? What is to be done? But now if I ask you, what was to be done on the day of that Asat Sabha, what was to be done? Common sense. What was common sense dharma? Huh? Can somebody was thinking, oh, he put her on the, for what you call, in the gambling, he lost it, or that's why we should not protect her, or somebody else is telling something, but what is the ultimate principle, dharmic principle that has to be applied there? If we apply common sense, we will know that. It's not very difficult. What is that? One thing that should have been applied. What was that dharma that should have been accepted? What was that? A woman should have been protected. That's it. Simple. Nothing more than that. All other dharmas become down. One dharma. See, there is always paro dharma. Savai pumsam paro dharma. If I am chanting Hare Krishna, I can chant in many ways. I can chant to just finish my rounds. That is also one way. Somebody told me, my guru told me, I chant for 16 rounds, finish it off. That is one attitude. What is the real dharma? That when we chant, we can also chant with devotion for Krishna. Or I can chant, okay, chalo, like that, So dharma also changes. So dharma is meant for only human beings, as we know that shloka from Mahabharata. What is that very famous shloka? Mahabharata. Ahara nidra bhayamaitunam cha samanyametat pashubina ranam dharmo hitesham adhiko vishesho dharmena hina pashube samana. Now I want to tell you something little different. It's very important to understand this. This is general understanding. But dharma, how does it function among human beings? How does it function? How does it practically manifest dharma? For example, dharma means rights, responsibilities in a society. Now, how does it work? Let's try to understand it practically. I'm sitting here and giving lecture today. Okay? I'm sitting here and everything is going so nice. Everybody's listening and all. Now, I have a right to give the lecture, right? I have this duty today that, I have to glorify Lord. Now the point is, whether can I give lecture just because I have decided to give or I have a right to give? Can I give lecture like that? No, what is needed here? What is the most important thing so that this lecture goes on fine? What is most important? What is most important? Is it because I'm speaking and presenting things and things are going good, or something else is there which is needed for the lecture to go properly? What is that needed? Audience should be attentive, audience should be responsible, audience should be quiet. That means my right to speak lecture is dependent upon your responsibility. Dharma means rights, responsibilities. Mother says, I love my child, and the child has right to live. Child has right to live. Everybody has the right to live. But will the child exercise the right to live just by thinking, yes, I have right to live? Where is it dependent upon? How can the child exercise its right to live? How can it? When mother takes care of the child. That means mother has to be responsible. That means dharma is like that. In society, Krishna has made a balance. People have rights. People have responsibilities. People nowadays speak about what? Most of the times. They speak about, I have right to speak anything. I'll go out and speak whatever I want. Nobody should disturb me. I can wear anything and come out and walk in at night in 12 o'clock. Nobody should touch me. Nobody should disturb me. Nobody should stop my right to do whatever. Is it not? People are speaking about rights, right? But Krishna has made an arrangement where every right of a person is dependent upon responsibility of another person. Is it not a fact? As I gave the example. So, in every aspect we have to take this generally, like for example, we are walking on the street and we want the street to be very clean, very tidy. When I walk on the street, it should be very nice, clean. That means your right to have a clean road is dependent upon what? Is dependent upon? It depends upon the municipality who has to take care of that. And then this fellow is walking on the road and he has some paper in his pocket and he takes it out and puts it on the street. See, this is wrong. We should understand that responsibilities and rights are important. That means when we live in the society, that's why Sanatana Dharma is sometimes blamed. Why it is blamed? Because we worship sun, we worship moon, we worship trees, we worship animals, we worship plants, we worship so many things. And they say, why you are worshipping all these things? Why you are worshipping animals? Why you are worshipping trees? Why you are worshipping seasons, rain, sun, moon? Because we understand that if I have to have my rights, somebody has to be responsible. Somebody has to be responsible. And then when you are when you understand this principle that your rights are dependent upon responsibility of others, what will happen in your mind? I have this question, interesting question. When you realize that your rights in this world to live as a human, to stay happy, to stay peaceful, to do devotion, and it's dependent upon others' responsibility, then what will you have in your mind regarding them, regarding the whole society? What will you have in your mind? What will you have? No, responsibility is there. Others are responsible. That's why you are able to exercise your right, able to do whatever in your life. So what will you think about others? What will you think about other things in the world? What will you think? Actually, you will get gratitude. You will see everything with gratitude. You'll see sun in the sky. You'll know if the sun doesn't come out, and then every day it doesn't come out, then I cannot live here. That's why we pray to sun. We pray to all the trees. We give respect. Even an ant, we take it as something very significant, Krishna's plan. And then we become gratitude for them. Is it not a fact that we are existing here, we are doing so many things? So many things are responsible. So many people, so many non-living entities are responsible. We are here. And then this is Krishna's plan. This is how Krishna made it. And then we should appreciate and we should acknowledge their role in our life. And then we should become gratitude. We will get gratitude. That means rights, responsibilities, and then third one is gratitude. We will have gratitude. That's why we worship sun. We know without sun we cannot live. That's why we worship. We offer arghya morning to the moon, to the seasons, to the water, to the trees, to the plants, to the vegetables, everywhere, to living entities also. Everybody has their role to play in the society so that we can live peacefully and we can perform, finally, devotion. If all these things, Krishna's plan, Krishna's will goes as per system, then we can advance in the purpose of life, advance in devotion. Otherwise, we cannot advance. Krishna made this system. And then when we have gratitude for people, what will happen? When we have gratitude for people, what will happen? First you have rights, you understood. Responsibilities, you understand. My right is dependent on others. And then you have gratitude because they were responsible. That's why I was able to be so happy. Now then what will you get in your mind when you have gratitude? Can somebody answer? Then you want to serve them. Because you'll get love for them. Because of the gratitude. Because of gratitude, we develop a mood of service for people. Is it not? Otherwise, we can never serve. Without understanding this concept of rights, responsibilities, gratitude, how will you connect with other souls? How will you appreciate others' existence in the world? How will you appreciate? How will you appreciate an ant? How will you appreciate a dog on the street? How will you appreciate a tree? How will you appreciate a flower? How will you appreciate sun, moon? Because we know they are integral part of this system, Krishna system. And because of them that I exist, I am happy, I am peaceful, I am able to perform devotion. Agree? How many of you agree? Raise your hands. Yes, this is the point. That means rights will come, responsibilities are there, then we have gratitude, then we have service and love together. That's why Prabhupada was asked, what is the nature of Atma? What is the Dharma of Atma? Prabhupada said, love and serve. See, this is why we love and serve. Ultimately, when we see that Krishna is behind this whole system, then we start acknowledging Krishna's role. And then we have gratitude for Krishna. We have appreciation for Krishna. We want to serve Krishna and we have to develop love for Krishna. That's it. See, ultimately, who is behind the whole system? Krishna. Mama evamsho jiva loke. Without Krishna's plan, Krishna's will, that's why I said Dharma means Krishna's will. It's his will. Krishna wants this to happen. This world was created so that people can live here, perform devotion. But they should understand how this plan is working. That is Krishna's will. We also have will, but we have to use our will in connection with Krishna. So that is the point, So I wanted to make this point. Dharma means generally people understand rules and regulations and then qualities, but it ultimately boils down to the will of Krishna. It's Krishna's plan. It's Krishna's motivation. It's Krishna's mind. It's Krishna's intention. Dharma means Krishna's intention. Krishna wants this to happen like this. That's it. We should. And when we do that, what will happen? We will have good atmosphere for devotion. Because ultimately we want to chant Hare Krishna. Right? We want to chant Hare Krishna. We want to advance. But how that can happen? Only when we understand Krishna's plan, Krishna's will. And then we live in that situation according to Krishna's plan. So here also in this today's situation, we saw that we have simple thing. Anger is there, then diplomacy is there, and then we have some compromise. Compromise, what was the compromise here? Compromise was that trees came forward. Trees said, okay, fine. We will do some compromise. Okay, we want to make a situation, very happy situation. How we will do that? We will offer our daughter. To whom? To Pracetas. Okay, let our daughter be married to him. And then let minds become relaxed. Let everybody be peaceful. This is what Krishna's intention is. Most of times we are not able to chant because our minds are always disturbed. What to do now? That's why we have to follow regulative strictly. Strictly, it is important. Otherwise, no. So these are very important, essential principles. So ultimately, by following Dharma, what has to happen? What is the end result of following Dharma? Dharma svanustitah pumsam vishvaksenu katasuya notpadayed na utpadayed yadiratim shrama evahi. If I told so many things, if you have to understand things properly, you should follow, and ultimately this will lead to what? It should ultimately lead to attraction for Krishna Katha. We will develop love for Krishna. If you follow this with proper understanding, with proper intention, then it should lead. If you do it like chant Hare Krishna 16 rounds, my Guru Maharaj told, just finish. That is done, over. No. Intention, chesta should be proper. Attitude. That's why Prabhupada in that nectar of devotion, not nectar of instruction, right? Prabhupada said, the advancement of a devotee depends upon the attitude, how we chant. A child can read, go to school or study college just because their parents told. Or just because, let's say, generally children study, a college student, they study, why? Scores, job, and then some name, good marks. That is one attitude of studying. You can do that. Arjuna can fight in the battlefield just because after the battle people will appreciate him. You do with that attitude. Second is a student can study in college just to understand the subject. Just to understand the subject, get knowledge. Student means what? Purpose is what? To study, to understand. Marks, you'll get it. The attitude changes. The same situation, you can read with an intention to absorb. But generally, students don't do that. That come into the first category. Or students will do the third category. What is that? Oh my God, I have to study. Let me finish it up. What is the Telugulo? Pida vadilipotundi. Chadukunte ayipotundi pani. Job vachese. Three categories. Attitude is so different. Somewhere for some marks, somewhere with purpose. Arjuna had to fight. Arjuna said, I'll fight, people will appreciate me. Krishna said, no, I don't want this attitude. I don't want this attitude to fight. This is wrong attitude. You have to fight for the purpose. Purpose is, what is the purpose for fighting? What is the purpose? Fight? Okay, that is good. Yeah, that is right. Pleasing to Krishna. But what is the purpose of Kshatriya? Protection. I told rights, responsibility. Unless Arjuna exercises responsibility, people cannot live. People will not have right to live in the society. Because Brahmanas will go run here and there. Who will protect? And Vaishyas, they cannot protect themselves. Shudras cannot protect. That's why Arjuna has to take the responsibility in the society. And then protect. Because you are not following responsibility is impacting the whole society. As I said, responsibility is right. So you have to become, Krishna said you have to become, at the same time, it is Krishna's will. Because Krishna made this system. Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra. It is Krishna's will. So ultimately it's Dharma to protect the society, and it is Krishna's will ultimately. We want to please Krishna. That is there. That is the ultimate. Because that is the ultimate principle. By helping the society live peacefully, Arjuna is fulfilling Krishna's plan. In that way, he is doing what Krishna likes. In that way, Arjuna is fulfilling Krishna's will. In that way, Arjuna is saying, I love you to Krishna. Because unless we love, we will not do all these things. We have to develop love for it. We will not. That's why service means it has to be love. With motivation, you cannot do service. Gratitude, love, everything will come like that. So it's a little, everybody has to think a little deep inside, Go back and, I just wanted to make this point here today. So, Dharma svanustitah pumsam vishvaksena kata. Kata suyaha. We have to develop attraction for Krishna kata. That means we have to develop love for Krishna. Na utpadayed. Agar, if by following Dharma, in your heart, attraction for Krishna is not coming, that means you are just wasting your time. You didn't understand the whole process. You should develop love for Krishna. All our activities should help us develop love for. Na utpadayed yadaratim shamayevahi kevalam. So in that way, so we can learn these three things: emotion, diplomacy, and compromise. Three things happen in this story. Emotion is anger, diplomacy is Brahmaji comes, and compromise is by the daughters. It is to maintain dharma. You understand? It's not that we have to do like this. We have to do like this. Otherwise, how can society run? How can we perform devotion? How can we chant Hare Krishna? Hare Krishna. Srila Prabhupada ki. Okay, so that is the point today. I'd like anybody, if you have any questions, then I'll try to answer. Otherwise, Prabhu is also. Any question? No question? Srila Prabhupada ki, Shri Radha Madan Mohan ki. Hare Krishna.